What is going on, gamers? It's your boy MAUZY coming back at you with some post Season 1 Spectrum series. This is still part of Season 1 theoretically, but Season 1 has ended, and this signals that Season 2 is right around the corner, so stay tuned. We are here on my new channel, the MAUZYcast channel, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to not miss any uploads. Of course, if you want, ring that notification bell so you get noticed even earlier. But yeah, we have a Protoss versus Protoss, a pretty decent high level 5k plus Protoss versus Protoss, if I'm recalling it correctly. It's going to be the first game on Glittering Ashes, and yes, this is a series. Starting in the top right corner, this is the Teal Protoss, representing Team GDA, it's Aztex. And his opponent, in the blue and the bottom left side, representing Alpha X, is going to be Azura. Alright, so we already see that Aztex is opening with his classic opener over here, and Azura is just about to scout that. Sees that there's a gas, so this is not more than 2 gates by any deduction, pretty much. But it's going to be 2 Zealots, followed up by potentially a Cybercore, another 2 Zealots, then 2, respectively 4 Stalkers, maybe. So, ooh, hold on. This is a good response, I believe. A full wall, okay. So, pretty early on, we have a full wall, which means once those Zealots are going to try and go into the main, it's not going to succeed. And yep, Zealot goes out. Outside on the map, pretty much. Well, outside of the wall is what I'm trying to say here, but yeah, you get what I mean. Aztex is actually just making it safe, so no proxy in his main base is going to happen over here. Starts working on that gateway. Of course, 2 Stalkers are in production right now, and Aztex's third and fourth Zealot are going to... Oh, only one of these is going to deal with this Zealot over here. And we have a 3-on-1, but there's 2... No, actually, hold on. We have 3 Zealots, but there's 2 Stalkers out already. And we can see a 3rd gateway over here, so I'm expecting something... Maybe a Robo as well after this. And I am not sure what Aztex is trying to do here, but I assume he's going to expand, since he has the minerals for it. Oh, never mind, doesn't. Okay, so we have 2 Stalkers and another 2 are on the way. Of course, these 2 Zealots have arrived to Aztex's base. And we have a cheeky probe over here, so... Oh, this can expand without any issues whatsoever. Okay. I like that. So Aztex is pretty much saying, okay, if you're committed into walling and defending your base, then why not just try and expand behind that and just play some kind of a macro game with an advantage. Okay, we have a proxy pylon over here, and this is actually 3-gate robo. Okay. Ooh, this little probe potentially going to lose its life, since Aztex's Stalker is right there, heading right there. So there's a slight army supply lead for Aztecs, but it's not going to matter that much. Ooh, tries to pull back the Zealot, but I think the Zealot is going to go down without any issues. Nicely played by Azura. Of course, chipping away every single unit will mean that that's less for Aztecs to defend with. And we have a Robo and a shield battery, so expecting a Stargate maybe, but of course Azura is not really going for that Stargate. And now you can see that Aztecs found that proxy pylon of Azura, and it's going to fall back with these 3 Stalkers against the 5 of Azura. He has an Observer as well, and there was a warp... Oh, hold on, did the Warpism? Oh, Azura lost the Warpism. Okay, that's big, honestly, because now he has to warp in, and there's no pylon over there, and there's no probe on the map. So that's going to mean that Azura needs to be really, really careful. Potentially, yeah, went for another another one, actually. Oh, and Aztex was already aware of the second warpism, so it knows that this is going to be committed. Gets a second shield battery, which is a good call over here, I believe. And now the Zealots gets targeted, which I don't know if it's the best way to start the fight over here. Maybe trying to just get the Stalkers would be a better idea. Oh, pops the shield battery overcharge. That's going to seize this attack pretty much, so... I love this Observer on top of Aztex's army. And there's an Immortal out, so Azura is pretty aware of what's happening over here. And we have 3 Adepts marching. Oh, I thought they're going to go into the main base, but I guess I was wrong. Oh, tries to get the Immortal. Will the Immortal go down? Oh, one of the Immortals goes down, but another one is just heading out. Will this be enough for Azura to break Aztecs? I don't think so. 7 Stalkers to the 5 Stalkers, 1 Immortal, 1 Zealot, and 1 Adept. I think that's pretty much in favor of Aztecs, I would say. Okay. Alright, couple of Stalkers need to deal with that. Alright, Azura goes into... Hold on, goes back into the natural, takes out the shield battery and another one. That was a healthy shield battery. And now Aztex is forced to replace these shield batteries. Doesn't really have too much of anything over here. And Aztex manages to deal with the Adepts pretty much. Pulls the probes over here. Oh, the Immortal is low, the Immortal is low. One more shot. Oh my goodness, the Immortal survives. That is big. That is big from Aztex. Oh my goodness. What happened over here? How did this Immortal survive? Oh my god. Okay, that's that was really that was really funny, I have to admit. Okay. And now Azura is ready to drop into the main base, trying to just deal some damage. I believe he had 2 Immortals as well, but I'm not sure. Nope, no Immortals whatsoever, so... I feel like Azura needs Immortals, and there we go. There they are. I mean, there is 1. And 1 more in production, and Azura tries to just harass with these 4 Stalkers, but not going to be too successful, to be fair. Aztex is actually saturated in terms of minerals, even on the main and the natural as well. Has 4 Stalkers to be in position for that warpism in case it returns or not. Okay, Azura just got rid of one of the gateways, so it can just move out with the army. How many gates do we have? 2 versus 2, so sacrificing 1 gateway to be able to move out. That's actually something. Okay, and there's 2 Immortals on the way, so let's see how the army spread is going to be. This is a really scary army on the side of Azura. 2 Immortals versus 3 of Aztecs. Actually, not that scary. Aztex has 2 sentries, but Azura has 5, so more force fields. But oh, actually, Aztex has more. Has a lot more, honestly. But it's spread in 2, so basically 8 versus 8 Stalkers, to be fair. Or 10 versus 8 Stalkers. But we have 4 Immortals. This is a really scary army. These can, without any issues, one-shot. I think all these 2 Immortals got dropped into the base, as well as an Adept over here, or theoretically was warped in. And now these 2 Immortals are going to just try and deal with this. Oh, Aztex goes for the warpism. Now the Immortals cannot go anywhere, and he can just run away and not deal with this pretty much. Warps into Zealots, but these are not going to help whatsoever. And nice force fields here by Azura, chipping away some of Aztex's army. Oh my goodness, did Azura just break Aztex? I am not quite sure, but it feels like Azura has enough. Now Azura tries to pull back. Oh, and recalls these immortals. Yep, these are key units. I'm not sure if the recall was the necessary thing over here, but I guess not having a War Prism anymore means that those immortals cannot really get down on the ramp to meet up with the other army. Now Azura sees that there's a third base on the side of Aztex, which he starts saturating right away. Oh, nice force fields makes these units to clump up a bit more. Another War Prism on the way. That's a third War Prism, I think. Yep, 2 War Prisms went down on the side of Azura. Pretty unlucky for the first one, I believe, that got caught by the Stalkers. Sadly, I missed that one, but I just assumed because there were a lot of Stalkers in this area, pretty much. And the War Prism was heading that way. And second War Prism, of course, got caught while dropping in. Aztex just went for the jugular. And Aztex has Blink and gets charge and +1. Of course, Azura is poor as hell. Second base not even finished. Aztex already saturated the mineral line and gets a single gas at the third base. So goes up to, well, technically just 4 gas, but that's a lot. That's a lot compared to Azura. Of course, double the worker count, a bit more than double, and 11, well, actually no, a lot more army supply than Azura. So this is going to be just a Hail Mary play by Azura. Technically the game is pretty much over in terms of economy. Let's see if this is the case. Nice force fields by Azura. Can he just chip away? Oh, blinks on top of the Immortal. Oh, Azura saves the Immortal. Nicely done there by Azura, but will this be enough? That's the question. There's a lot of sentries, but they have barely, well, not enough energy, so to say. Tries to microwave the War Prism and tries to just make it happen. Oh, and this is a really nice micro here by Azura. Tries to just get rid of the... Oh, one of them goes down. And GG is called. Aztex takes game number 1. Alright, so we are back with game number 2 between these two players. And the second game is going to be played on 2000 atmospheres. Spawning in the bottom left side, it's going to be Aztex. And his opponent in the top right, it's going to be Azura. So currently Aztex is leading 1-0, and I'm curious if Azura will try something cheeky this time. This time we are seeing basically the first buildings at home on time. I like what Aztex is doing over here. He's going for this, basically how I like to call it, this is a cannon rush spotter pylon. So if one of the players decide to go for a cannon rush, it can spot it pretty much easily. And we see we have both gases taken, so I'm expecting another gateway. Yep, there we go. So pretty standard opening in this game number 2. No player wants to try anything cheeky over here. And we see both players actually just opting for that early gas mining, as they have only 16. Aztex has basically 16 on minerals and 3 in one of the gases, and starts saturating the other gas. Azura is actually saturating the gases first and keeping 1 less probe on the minerals. I don't know the maths, but someone who's actually more experienced can calculate how much more gas is going to get mined compared to just having the mineral line be saturated and just have like 2-2 in gas, then 3-3 with 16 probes every single time, like all the time on the mineral line. Okay, so we see Stalker and Adept respectively on the side of Aztex. This is going to be kind of interesting. And Azura is not really planning to watch. I guess seeing the expansion there means that it's well, either sentry. Oh, never mind, Azura just spots the adepts. Gonna get a probe over here. Azura, you want to probe here, right? At least Azura knows that it is basically 2 adepts, and it's going to go in front of them and search for them, just like in any normal, well, standard 2 adept scouts, basically. And we see the shade moving forward, but Azura is on point with the probe. And Aztex is actually just having one of the bruised. Oh, there's the recall. Okay, Azura is going to be aware of that, so it knows that there's no recall opportunity anymore, at least for the foreseeable future. And now we have 2 stalkers, 2 adepts, and a sentry. We have 2 more stalkers coming in. We basically have 4 stalkers moving across the map, and oh, finally 6 stalkers actually. Hold on. So that was 6 stalkers into another gateway and a robo. So that's 3 gate robo off of 1 base on the side of Azura. Really tough build to hold as the defending side, because once one of the players, I mean the attacker, gets to 10 stalkers, they can one shot even through shield battery overcharge. So that is really, really dangerous. So currently we have 6 stalkers over here, 7. Okay, so 3 more gonna be warped in, I suppose. Or will they? Okay, tries to get rid of the shield battery somehow. Nice warpism micro by Azura. I was actually just giving credit to that even last game. Oh, and there's 2 adepts and another stalker, so you have... okay, now we have 7 stalkers. Lost 1 stalker at some point. We have 2 adepts versus... Oh, hold on, no, 10 stalkers. Oh my goodness, hold on. I cannot do maths and don't even look at the right players, so... Anyways, what happens here? Ooh, there we go. We have a Dark Shrine that is spotted by Azura. So, in case Aztex is just trying to hold this, it's going to try and do it with DTs, I guess. But there's already an observer. Ooh, and I really love that Azura is just basically getting that observer in position above Aztex's natural, seeing where his army is positioned. And he should know by now that there are a couple of stalkers in the main. Let's just zoom out for that. So the position here is actually straightforward. I mean, Azura is still on 1 base, so he kind of wants to do some damage. Otherwise, this is going to get really, really ugly in a short matter of time. Aztex is currently down in army supply. Azura waits for 1 more warp in. And ooh, we have a DT, but that DT just lost its life instantly. And we have a proxy pylon on both sides, if I'm not mistaken, on the right side of the map. I just saw that, and boys being pulled over here might just make the difference, but Azura is not actually targeting down the right shield battery. Oh, maybe that was actually just targeted down the other time. And now Azura can just focus the shield batteries and the pylon, but I think the shield battery would have been the best target. Doesn't really synchronize up these stalker shots, so these shield batteries are going to be able to heal some of these probes, some of these stalkers. Oh, and we have nice warpism micro actually, but will this be enough? I think Azura is just slowly losing. Aztex is just pulling through this. Oh my goodness, what is this defense over here? Oh, I see bruised stalkers all over the place, but actually Aztex just has a couple more, getting that blink finished first. Of course, Azura not even having that Twilight Council. Okay, so we have a probe on the side of Aztex over here, and sees that proxy pylon, but I'm not sure if Azura knows. No, Azura has no idea about that proxy pylon of Aztex. That could be used to warp in DTs and whatnot, or just for a proxy gateway, pretty much. We're going to have to see how that works out. So For now, I'd say Aztex is in a commanding position. Not that much worker-wise, but has 2 next size, so can produce workers twice as fast if it decides to do so. Yep, there we go. And Azura is going for a Robo Bay. I did not even see the Robo Bay over here, but shame on me for not even checking that. That means that Azura is going to go into that disruptor tech. Let's see how many disruptors exactly. But of course, that's kind of the miracle comeback unit. Sorry, it's a combat unit as well, but it's a comeback unit on top of that. Okay. Azura sends 2 adepts to this location and tries to see if Aztex is planning to do something, or maybe tries to send in the adepts. We'll see about that. And there's the Twilight Council on the side of Azura as well. Ooh, these adepts are going to get caught. Oh, nice blink by Aztex. Is going to 2-shot these adepts over here. Oh, actually 1-shot. Single volley is enough off of these 12 stalkers. And now we are getting into a position similar to the last game. We have 2 DTs over here. But of course, Azura has... I think I saw... Oh, there we go. Has an observer. As well as... I think both players have... Yeah, they have only a single observer. Actually, I think Azura was doing quite nicely vision-wise. Now these 2 zealots are going to clean up this pylon. And look at that, we have potentially an Archon drop. Do we have a Warp Prism? Yep, Warp Prism is moving across towards the right side to pick up those Archons. Probe gets taken down, but it's actually a nice scout. I'm not sure if it saw the disruptors, but there's already 2 disruptors out. So here we have the second Archon morphing in, and the Warp Prism heads towards the main base. And now a single adept actually heads into that Warp Prism towards Aztex's main, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. But Aztex is going to hit faster. Let's see the reaction. Oh, there we go. So double Archon drop is going to try and do some damage over here. Nice pickup there. Oh, needs to be careful, but there's no blink on the side of Azura. Not yet finished. So that is biting him in the ass pretty much. And Aztex is kind of hesitating to go out on the map, of course, because some adepts are here. But I don't think that should mean too many issues. Oh. Blank chrono boost works every time. It happens to the best. Okay, so Templar Archives on the way for Azura. And this way we kind of even out the tech, so we have 1 extra layer of tech on both sides besides the Robo and the Twilight. Of course, Azura opted for those disruptors, which I'm still not sure if Aztex knows about. And Azura keeps making disruptors off of a single Robo. I'm not sure about that, while Aztex is pretty much ahead by 1 base constantly, saturating that 3rd, while Azura has only basically a halfway done 3rd base, and pretty much half mined out main. Oh, he's not even mining that much gas now. Oh, these are actually searching for the Warpism. Oh, they might just get it. 1 more blink, 1 more blink, 1 more blink. Oh, nicely done by Aztex. Nice hunt. Oh, these small things are so important. So important. Okay, so I have 9 gates compared to only the 4 gateways of Azura. Oh my. Counter fire with fire. How is Aztex's vision? No cannon in the main, no cannon in the natural, no cannon at the third. How many observers do we have? A single observer, which is with this army. So in case Azura manages to just take this base, ooh, look at that. This DT is actually just the James Bond over here. Will make that zealot look a lot more powerful. I think by the time Azura just realize what's happening over there, maybe switch over quickly to see, or sorry, to hear the swipes. But who knows? Now the zealot is going to secure vision at a potential 5th. This DT is going to secure vision at a potential 4th. And 4 DTs are moving towards Aztex. Aztex opts for the horizontal, what's it called? Fort base. Ooh, nice spread on the DTs actually, I have to admit. And now Azura starts working on these units over here. Let's see what Aztex's response is going to be. He moves on with the army. This is a really scary army. I don't think there's anything left for Azura besides those disruptors. Nice disruptor connections. Oh, purification Nova. It's going to get one Archon. And another one. We got 2 Archons at the Immortal. Oh my goodness. But I think that was it. Yeah. He got rid of all the disruptors. And that meant there was nothing left for Azura. Well, that's going to be it. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to not miss any of those new Spectrum series from Season 2. It's going to start very, very soon. Thank you for Aztex for submitting this series. Sorry for having this casted this late. And actually just as a bonus content, but it was indeed a bonus content. But yeah, that's going to be it from my side. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.